Fireworks? Full day. What'd you come up with? You guys getting any rain down there?
Not enough. We're like 2.5.
Historians of the American Revolution have concluded that whereas George Washington fought for the Revolution, Thomas Jefferson thought for the Revolution, and here are some of his most enduring thoughts. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth a separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitles them, a due respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government, laying its foundations on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new gods for their future security.
It's wonderful to be here, and a privilege indeed to congratulate you, the heroes of the moment, in the great work of making and sustaining a government that derives its authority from individual liberty. So it's good that you've come, fresh troops and reinforcements. We old citizens could use some help. It's a glorious day. Making allowances, well, not even making any allowance for the heat. It's a glorious day. It's the 4th of July, the 181st anniversary of the deaths of the second and third presidents of the United States, John Adams and Thomas Jefferson, the individual who impertinently designed this house. A great American, it's a double birthday of our country and of your citizenship. A great American Supreme Court Judge, Oliver Wendell Holmes, describing a similar day, said that it looked as if God had just spit on his sleeve and polished up the universe till you could almost see your face reflected in it. Abraham Lincoln calls our government of the people, by the people, for the people. I claim that the word people as used there stands for a great many individuals rather than for a collective. It wasn't a mob but individuals acting in a group that made this country up out of whole cloth. These are just the sort of people the country needs now. Individuals acting together for the common good. How apt, how opportune that you should come to join us just now. Theodore Roosevelt said, "The foundation stone of national life is and ever must be the high individual character of the average citizen." That understates the case. The United States, a participatory democracy, is one way political scientists describe it, counts on its citizens turning out to be above average, like the students in Lake Wobegon. The United States may seem like a fixed star, but it isn't. It's a relationship between citizens and an idea, and like all relationships, it changes with the people in it. Its past is always up for re-argument. Its present is constantly unfolding, a continuum of surprises, and the future is yet to be written. A country is alive or it's history. As long as this country endures, it will always be in search of how to understand itself and where to go from here. That's where you come in. That's where we come in. We need, all of us, to exercise our lungs in this discussion. What does our past mean? What are we to do now? And what will be our future? This is not a job just for the talking heads on TV and the politicians, nor the job of the moneyed interests, nor the single-issue movements. As the World War I poster famously said, Uncle Sam needs you, needs us. You just heard John Charles recite the three cardinal rights that no one may take from us: to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. As newly minted citizens, they were already familiar to you. But my question is for the rest of us, the ones who are citizens already. In the midst of the interests and pressures of our own lives, don't we leave a good deal of life and liberty to the government to attend to, so that we may concentrate full-time on the pursuit of happiness? Don't we too often think of our part in politics as being to vote occasionally, not in very great numbers, and only if there's time and inclination, to keep up with the news if it's amusing and entertaining? History shows that America is the all-time greatest self-correcting nation. It almost seems to be both a perpetual motion machine and a self-righting machine. Why would any sensible citizen and patriot want to throw a wrench in the works or try to fix what isn't broken? I would like to suggest that if we think this way even a little, we have the wrong idea. We are greatly mistaken to think that sharing our views with the television set and our husbands and wives and voting a little is enough. Don't you, who are new to these bad habits, pick them up from us. America has been marvelously able to correct its course in the past because the founding idea of individual freedom expressed through direct representation has stirred its citizens to participate and interfere. Information from the people makes the government smarter. Insufficient information from us makes it dumber. Or, as Abraham Lincoln more elegantly expressed it, why should there not be a patient confidence in the ultimate justice of the people? Is there any better or equal hope in the world? Leaders, if they are wise, will be patient, but we mustn't try their patience too much. For us, finding that ultimate justice means thinking and talking until we reach it, and continuing to speak until the politicians understand it. May all our citizenship be individual, unflagging, and vocal, and may our old country, your new country, so prosper. There's lots to do, all hands on deck. Members of the class of 2007, congratulations, God bless you, let us hear from you.